Welcome to 4516 Maple Ridge Court. This home is built by Coldwater Creek Homes, and they build very beautiful, very luxury homes. This home we're standing at is a little over 3,700 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bathrooms. One thing I love is that all of these bedrooms have bathrooms attached, whether it's a Jack and Jill or its own ensuite. It makes it very functional and very practical for whoever could live in this home. You'll see a wood light tile throughout the home, which gives it durability, but also looks very nice. Open floor plans, big windows. My name is Kinsley Hauser, and I'm a local realtor here in Edmond, Oklahoma and its surrounding areas. Whether you're thinking about moving in 10 days or 10 months, I'd love to be able to connect with you and help you on your move. I've helped people move from as far west as California, as far east as Massachusetts, and as far north as Alaska, and I'd love to be able to help you too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this home tour. So as you come in the front door, you'll notice that we have 20-foot ceilings right here in the foyer, with a staircase here leading up to the top, and then tons of living space here on the main floor. And so I love how they have this board and batten going up probably 7 or 8 feet, and it gives it just a very elevated look as you come into this main entrance. Before we go upstairs, I want to kind of take us through some of this main living area, show us these bedrooms, the main living area, and then we will finish up at the top. So as you come through this main front door, you have this big entrance leading into your living area, but off here to the side, we actually have our first bedroom. I think the way they have this staged as an office is a great use of the space, but it's not just an office with no closet or bathroom. You actually have an own ensuite bedroom and of course a nice size walk-in closet. We also have, before we go in, just these built-ins, which I think are great. Anytime a builder can just add these for extra storage, I think it's really great. But as we come into this office space, again, I mentioned they have it stays as an office, so that's how I'm referring to it, but it technically is a bedroom. You have, again, that nice size walk-in closet here, but then a nice size ensuite bathroom as well, with a nice walk-in shower, which I think would make this a great guest room if you needed it to be, but also just a really nice office, having extra storage there, because, you know, when you have a nice office, you don't always want to have your files and everything out in the office, so having that closet makes it really nice as well. And then if you're in here working, you easily have a bathroom to use and you don't have to go throughout the rest of the house. So I think, again, this could be a good bedroom, but it makes a really great office as well. Now let's go through and look at some of the main living area and those extra bedrooms. As we continue on through the foyer, we have the main living area behind us, but right through here, we actually have our half bath. So as people maybe are over visiting, or if you're just in here enjoying the living space, you have a half bath. You don't have to go through a bedroom or anything to go to a bathroom. You have the half bath here with a nice fun tile, and then you have a Jack and Jill bathroom bedroom situation. So 2 extra bedrooms with a bathroom in the middle. Each bedroom has its own sink separated from the shower and toilet area. So I think that's a nice little addition, because even though those bedrooms are sharing that bathroom, they each get their own sink and their own private area, which is really nice. And as we come through kind of that hallway, I wanted to kind of point out this bedroom, because the builder put this little built-in desk here with this little light, which is such a small thing. But as I was going through setting everything up, I was thinking about how my sister and I growing up, we would have fought over this room because of this little desk. And while it's such a small thing to add into a room, I think it is just really nice of the builder and makes little spaces like this nicer and more desirable for people who might be looking to buy this home. So I wanted to just kind of point out this room and this small little feature because I thought it was really fun. And now let's go ahead and go back through and look at the main living area. So as we come back through this main foyer, we have this nice big living area here. You can see beams as they kind of bring us into these new spaces. But in this living area, a huge living room, we have a gas fireplace with nice big windows in the back over the patio, letting in lots of natural light. And then we also have this very open, very expansive kitchen with a nice gas range with a good vent hood above it. You do have some glass shelving where you can maybe display some of your prettier pieces. You have a nice size island with actually storage in the front, which is always a great addition, just giving you extra storage. Cabinets that go all the way to the ceiling, giving it a very nice elevated look. You have your stove and microwave kind of tucked to the side, hiding it, as those are not always the prettiest appliances, but a very nice appliance package in this home for sure. I love how the sink overlooks the living area, making it easy to watch TV and making it seem like you're with everybody else as you might be cleaning up from dinner or something like that. And then through this kitchen, we have this nice dining space. I love how they kind of built out this wall, not a full wall by any means, but kind of brought it out a little bit just to give some separation to this dining space. So you have a really nice sized dining space here, big windows, again, letting in lots of natural light. And I just love this room. I think it makes it just very open and inviting and very clean looking with all this natural light that's coming in. You have doors leading out to the patio, which I will show you in a second. But before we go out there, before we look at the master suite, I actually want to turn it around because there's something really, I think, nice about this home that not a lot of homes have. So as we come out of the kitchen, kind of heading back this way, and to give you some context, this kind of L's back to the foyer. So there was actually an entrance from the foyer as well. But you have this nice little coffee bar area with a plug there, so it makes it really easy for coffee. But if you didn't want to have your coffee and coffee pots and everything right there, you actually have another little space right here that you could easily put your coffee to kind of hide it even more from kind of that kitchen area. And turning from that extra little area, you can see that you have a really nice sized walk-in pantry. I love how they put cabinet doors because sometimes with open, I think that looks really nice, but I like just the cabinet doors as well because it kind of helps close and hide some of the stuff that you may not want to be out and display if people happen to walk by your pantry. I also love how they added some outlets in here because you can almost use this as a butler's pantry if you wanted to keep air fryers, crock pots, things like that in here. It keeps it from your main kitchen area and you can kind of hide it and tuck it away in here. And then behind me, we have access to the garage right here. And then you have a nice little drop zone here. As people come in, you can take off your shoes, hang up your backpacks, hang up your jackets, and you have a nice space right there. And then coming out of kind of that drop zone pantry area, you have this very nice laundry room. And so you have tons of cabinets for storage. You have your laundry set up over here with a sink, a pretty good size sink, in my opinion. You also have another door which takes you to the exterior, which is a really nice feature in homes like this, because if you have people that park out the driveway and they maybe don't want to go all the way to the front because you have a side facing garage, they can easily come through this way. Or if you have your trash cans out here, you don't have to go through the garage, you don't have to go through the front, you can easily go through this door to drop off your trash. And so with all of this space, you also have this nice countertop here. You actually have access in here to your master suite, but I don't want to go through our master suite this way through our closet. I want to go through the main entrance. So let's go ahead and turn it around, go back through the kitchen and take a look at the master suite. So in here, we are in our master bedroom. I love just the size of this. They have a really big size bed with also a dresser and a bench. So it just shows you that you can fit a lot of furniture in here, but still have room to walk around. I love just the windows in the back overlooking the backyard. You have a recessed ceiling here, giving it more of that expanded look. And again, that wood look tile coming through here, again, for durability. But of course, you can kind of soften it up with a rug. And actually, before we came in here, they kind of encased the entrance with another little kind of hallway with some storage, which is always, again, nice, just adding those little pops of storage when you can for extra linens and things like that. And then as we come through here, through the bedroom, we have our master bath. And you can see that this master bath has two vanities, and I like how they're separated, kind of keeping his and hers each with their own sink and mirror area. You have a nice big soaking tub here in the middle with, of course, a nice big window letting in natural light, and then a nice walk-in shower here with a glass wall, glass door. And I love how they kind of did different colored tiles on the lower, and as they got higher, they added the darker tile. I think it just makes it look nice and a little bit, I don't know, just kind of fun and add something unique to it. And then kind of coming, of course, you have your toilet room for privacy, and then you also have this little cabinet area, which I love when builders can throw in little things like this, because you may not want to charge your watch or your phone or things like that right on your bedside table, right on your sink area. And so you have this, you can plug in, charge your watches, things like that, and also just kind of tuck it away. You kind of have some cabinets for maybe some things you don't necessarily need day to day, but kind of some areas to kind of store some of those extra things. And then as you come through here, we have a nice size master closet. And this closet has floor to ceiling rods, built-in cabinetry. You also have this built-in dresser, which is really nice. And if it wasn't enough to have that charging station out there in your bathroom, you also have the option to do it here. So above this dresser, you have a outlet. You could charge your watches in here if you wanted. I love how the builder just added all these little things that make it practical for people living here. So lots of built-in areas here, lots of rods for storage, and overall a really good size closet, I think, here in the master suite. And so now before we go outside and check out that nice patio, I actually want to go back to the house, back to the foyer, up the stairs, and check out that upstairs space. While the stairs had carpet leading up, as we get up here, we actually have that wood look tile up here as well, which makes it, again, durable, easy to clean. Because as you can see, we have a nice little built-in bar area here with a sink, but also this fridge here. So if you are up here entertaining, whatever you're using the space for, you do have this nice little area here. And And then through here is a little closet, but on the other side of that closet is a door leading into the attic. So you have attic access up here from the top. And as we turn around, you can see that you have this nice big open bonus space. And so you could use this movie room, game room, ping pong table, whatever it is. You have a nice big space, but you also have an extra bed and bath up here. So if you're up here, you have the bathroom, so you don't have to go downstairs to use the restroom. You have a bathroom here, but also this extra bedroom is able to use that. So in this bedroom, you have a good size window letting in again that natural light. You have a little closet that walks through with more attic access. And so I think having rooms like this up here gives some privacy if you have guests or just whoever might be using this room. But I love that you also have access to this bonus room super easily as well. And as we make our way kind of down these stairs, you can see it overlooks these big tall ceilings. You have nice pretty light fixtures here. Before we finish this tour and wrap it all up, I do want to show you that outside space with the patio and that nice size yard. So coming out of that dining space from those doors, we have this nice big patio with a stained concrete with some designs in it. One thing I always like to point out when it's here is it does have a gas hookup. So if you are grilling, you can hook your grill straight up to it and you don't need a propane tank. But you have a nice long patio here, some ceiling fans, which is really nice. And then as you turn, you can see your nice size yard going all the way across this backyard. So as we end back here in the kitchen, I just wanted to thank you again for watching to the end of this tour. I hope that you enjoyed kind of getting a tour just through this house. And if you are interested in maybe purchasing this home, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to be able to represent you on your purchase. And if maybe this isn't the home for you, but you're thinking about moving to Edmond or within Edmond, still please feel free to reach out to me because I'd love to be able to connect with you and help you on your move. Again, thank you for watching to the end of this video, and I will catch you in my next one.